My name's Bob. I'm with HetteshWorld. Today we are going to do 3 projects on the CanAm Spyder, the 2019 in chrome. Have you all heard of the term show and go?
Shake and then wait. Shake and bake.
Today we're going to do 1 show, 2 go. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to start with the show part of this. I'm adding some chrome, some little bling to the CanAm Spyder. These handlebar pieces are actually from showchrome. So what we're going to do, first we're going to take a dry lint cloth. We're going to kind of wipe off any dust or debris that could be on the handlebars. And then we want to take some rubbing alcohol. Make sure there's no wax buildup or anything on the bars, because these are held on with 3M double-faced tape, which the tape is already on the handlebar when you get them from showchrome. So I'm just trying to add a little bling to the bike since it's in chrome, and I like chrome on my old school, so I kind of like the chrome look. So that should be pretty good. Here's the little adapter it goes on. It just basically goes over the factory handlebars. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to dry fit it to make sure it fits well. And you can see how awesome it looks.
It does look awesome, Bob. I love it.
It just adds a little extra, little bling. So what they did, they got this 3M tape on the back side. We're going to peel this off.
Yep.
All right, since we know the dry fit works, so we're gonna work this on. And we're gonna start. We want to make sure it fits around the ignition real good. And we just want to press it on. And in the instructions, they tell you for the next 36 hours, you should try not to get the bike wet, either washing it until this tape will adhere. It'll over the 36 hours, it'll actually stick better. Since I got chrome now, I have to make sure I keep it chrome looking. So we want to polish it up. We'll make it look good. So I'm not sure about anybody that don't like chrome, but I like chrome, and I think it makes the bike just look super duper.
Bob is old school. That's what he says.
Yep.
Old school.
Old school. Chrome. Not into the blacks and the flat blacks. Not that I don't like them, but I kind of still like the old chrome. So now we're going to do the go. And this has a little bit of bling on it, but this is a fender extension on the, I guess you could call it a Mudflap. But we noticed when we bought the bike and I rode it home, I had a 300-mile ride from the dealership back home, and it rained on us pretty much the whole time. So I noticed that it threw a lot of water out the back. And a lot of guys will use these fender extensions when they have a trailer. So what I'm going to do is add on here just for give us a little extra protection from the water. Make sure we don't have any dirt up inside, because this does have double face tape, and we do have to use a drill bit, a 7/32 drill bit. And then we're going to use a little cleaner. Make sure we got degrease it, or any place where the double face tape is going to set. So the very first thing we're going to do, we're just going to dry fit this little piece of showchrome. Actually, this is actually another showchrome product. So this has got a little piece of double face tape, and what we're going to do is just adhere it to the bike. The adhesive was a little troublesome and tried to do not stick. Just cleaned it up a little better to get it to here. Now we're going to do the fender flap a little bit. We're going to take this tape off. This actually fits back up inside here, and it's got these little holes. As you can see, it's got some holes where the screws will actually penetrate through. That's very sticky.
Okay, so sometimes things don't always work out like they're supposed to as per the directions. Sometimes you got to get down with the nitty-gritty.
There's 3 screws that hook into this chrome piece that need to be put on, and they're with the tire in place. It's a little harder to get on, but it's not super difficult or anything.
Nope. I mean, they act like you put the chrome piece on the back, and then you just kind of put that on there and screwed it in, but you have to kind of almost get one screw started and slide the whole thing in together and then press it in, and then I think it's going to work great. But you just have to make up your own way sometime.
I'm just using a little ratchet with a number 2 Phillips head screw or driver on it. Drive this on. You got this adhered, and the back part of the flap is adhered with double face tape, but you also secure it with some screws. So what they want you to do is kind of put some non-sticking tape. This is just painter's tape. I'm just putting a couple lines across through here.
Why do they want you to do that?
We're gonna run a screw through the factory fender into the new fender.
Okay.
So what we want to do, we want to find the center, which is, you can see the center right here on the bike. So we're going to measure over 3 inches. We're going to make a mark. And then we're going to measure 3 inches over from here. We're going to make a mark. Then they tell you to come up 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches, so we're going to put a mark here. And we're going to do 1.25 inches over here. Right on the edge of my tape. So next thing we want to do is we want to take a 7/16 drill. We're going to drill, we're going to penetrate through here. So we're going to drill on our mark, going through the factory fender and on into the add-on fender flap.
Do we have to put silicone or anything around these? Or?
Now, so we're just going to do that. We're going to pop the tape off there.
Perfect little holes.
Yep, and then we're going to, on here, we got to put these little, it has little chrome caps. It comes with these little, like a plastic grommet, and these little stainless steel screws. So we're going to run these through our hole that we just put in there. And then on the back side, we're going to put a stainless steel washer.
Looks like that.
And then and then there's a nylon nut that's going to lock it in place, so we don't have to worry about it falling off going down the road. That will have to hold with a pair of pliers. Get this started with our fingers. And I'm going to use my little trusty Boy Scout knife here. Multi-tool. I'm going to hold that nut on there. And it says not to over tighten it, so you just want to draw it down so it's snugged up. Right there.
Cool.
And then we got these little show caps. Kind of cover up the screws. Like I said, a little more bling, never hurts anyone. And then we can take our little towel, give it a little wipe. So that adds a little bling, but it also adds some extra protection from you get a rooster tail water coming up through there, so it just adds a little, especially if you got someone following you and you're in rain or on a gravel road, it keeps from throwing rocks up on them. A little safety. This is going to be adding some netting to our back luggage compartments here. So we're going to take these screws loose here. These are Torx T20 torque bits. We're going to take these out, and I'm just going to do them one at a time. They give you these little connectors, I guess, to put on here to hold your clips on these. Okay. On these little bungee bags. These are just going to be so we can put our riding gear. We can put have our riding gear stacked in here and make it neat. These are nice little simple projects. And we got another airplane flying over.
Here. Stop flying over. Stop flying over.
So I'm just adding these little tabs. So we got something to hook our netting into.
And this is one of the saddlebags, right, on the Can-Am?
Yeah, this is one of the side bags. It's got
This
bags
one?
on both sides. And you want to hold that one up here. When you take this one off here with your little clip, you just want to support it because it's going to want to drop. It does have a strut bar and stuff, but you just don't want to test out the strut bar.
Yep.
So once we get those installed, then we can take these little guys.
So come on.
And I will probably bend these little clips so they stay on better.
So basically, it's giving us extra storage in the door besides what we already would have inside.
Yeah. So we can actually take like a, see our rain gear here, we can kind of roll it up a little bit. It just gives us a little extra.
Yep.
A little
Stored
extra.
right in the spot in the door.
Eventually we'll get it up there nice and neat, but that's basically what it does. Just makes your box a little neater so then you don't have stuff falling back in there and you're digging through
We're
it.
all about organization. Where did you get this from, Bob?
This was actually bought on Amazon. I bought these on Amazon. I just watched a video on it. All right, we're gonna finish this little weekend project up. As you can see, my wife has folded up our rain gears. That's pants and jacket. Fits right up in there, real nice and neat. And then also on this trunk section, we have the same type of netting, but it actually goes up here on top. So it's got little Torx 20 screws, little T20s. So we're gonna take these off, put these little tabs they give us. This is a nice simple weekend project for somebody that wants to just add a little extra to their CanAm Spyder. All right, now that we got all these tabs in here, we just got to hook these in. And what I've been doing, just for a little added security, I'm just taking a pair of channel locks, bending these little hooks over. If I ever want to remove them, I can just pull them out of there. Just make them ride a little better in here and don't have to worry about them coming unplugged. This Spyder already has plenty of storage. We're just trying to make sure it's organized better. That's one thing about the Spyder. There's a lot of aftermarket companies that make aftermarket, whether it's lighting, accessories for these bag storage and stuff. So with that, like I said, we started out with our 3 little projects. It was show and go, if you remember show and go. So we started out with our handlebars. Doing that was all show, just because I love it. And then we moved on to our rear fender, and that's a little bit of show, but mostly go. That's just to prevent rocks, water being thrown up on people behind us. And then we finalized it with our baggage bungees. So we got our rain gear up in there, and then we got our back in here. We got our bags back here. So.
Well, if you like what you see today and want to see more on all the repairs that we do or modifications we do to either our CanAm Spyder or our truck that's coming up or our fifth wheel or anything in life, like, subscribe, and hit
The like button.
That's right. So see you next time.
See you guys.